Are you ready for the rough?
Hey, what is up, guys? Tyler here with Secure Team. How cringy was that NASA rap video that we posted yesterday? And no, I'm not talking about my dance moves, which were on fire, but still. And I agree with a lot of you. This is where your tax money is going. And, you know, that music video probably costed about $1 billion to make. So, good for you, NASA. And I think I speak for everyone that if there was ever to be a NASA video that should have been left unleaked, it was that one. So, we have a lot of interesting things to talk about today. The first of which, though, is this new executive order that was just released on the White House website. Have you guys heard about this? Well, if you haven't, it's the kind of thing that you read it and you think to yourself, is something going to happen? You know, what is going on? So, I will put the link to this down in the video description. And so, we have the press release here on the whitehouse.gov website. Says, for immediate release, executive order coordinating efforts to prepare the nation for space weather events. And by space weather events, we are specifically talking about solar flares and things like that coming from our sun that would potentially destroy our infrastructure, our electricity, and really, all it's going to take is one blast from the sun to hit us directly to knock out our power grid and send us back to the Stone Ages for possibly years. And so it goes on to state, by the authority vested in me as the president, and in order to prepare the nation for space weather events, it is hereby ordered as follows. Space weather events in the form of solar flares, solar energetic particles, and geomagnetic disturbances occur regularly, some with measurable effects on critical infrastructure systems and technologies, such as the global positioning system, satellite operations and communication, aviation, and the electrical power grid. Extreme space weather events, those that could significantly degrade critical infrastructure, could disable large portions of the electrical power grid, resulting in cascading failures that would affect key services such as water supply, healthcare, and transportation. Space weather has the potential to simultaneously affect and disrupt health and safety across entire continents. Successfully preparing for space weather events is an all-of-nation endeavor that requires partnerships across governments, emergency managers, academia, the media, the insurance industry, nonprofits, and the private sector. It is the policy of the United States to prepare for space weather events to minimize the extent of economic loss and human hardship. So, I've probably gotten about 20 emails about this since it was released yesterday on the 13th. And it's got a lot of people wondering, does the president and the government know something that we don't? I mean, we have been speaking about the need for the world to prepare for such events. Solar flares that could knock out our power grids, send us into complete chaos, you know, complete breakdown of society. Because we are so heavily invested and dependent on electricity. And, you know, I'm no different. There's not a day that goes by that I cannot be without my phone. Obviously, cannot be without my internet, my computer, my television. I mean, technology is what makes the world go round. And it seems like the government, for as long as I can remember, has taken the stance that, well, it's just not a high priority to prepare for such a thing. And it is very strange that suddenly we are getting this executive order, preparing the nation for these space weather events. And so I ask, why the sudden concern? The executive order goes on to state the objectives of the policy, listing all of the different agencies and roles that are to be taken by the federal government, by NASA, by Homeland Security and counterterrorism, to ensure the prediction, the data collection, and the overall responsibilities that these agencies need to adopt ASAP. And it lists here that, each agency has a specific thing that they need to do within a certain amount of days, whether it's 60 days, 100 days, 120 days, and so forth. So, yeah, there you have it. I will put the link to this down below. You guys can head over and check it out for yourselves. It could be just a routine executive order. Maybe something has clicked in the government, and for once, the president is stepping forward and implementing these efforts to prepare the nation, as it's quoted as saying. So, let me know what you guys think. And, even if it is routine, I still feel like I'm probably going to be closely watching the space weather websites, watching for solar eruptions and whatnot, probably for the next couple of weeks or so. So, now, on to a new mass UFO sighting that recently occurred over Geneva, Switzerland. So this was first reported by RT.com, called Completely Crazy, Freaky UFO Lights Up Geneva, Stuns Onlookers. And we have two videos so far showing this triangular formation of lights. I will go ahead and play you the first video, and the first video, it happens very quickly, right at the beginning. It's almost as if these lights appear and then vanish. So here's that video here. Alright, this was posted by Houssem Saudi on Facebook. Both of these posted on Facebook, and we'll kind of show you looping over the beginning of the video where the lights appear. So you're seeing that here. And apparently, this phenomenon lasted about 20 seconds, and the object departed at once as if it was burning, one of the witnesses stated. Another witness who posted about the UFO on Facebook said, quote, "We can hardly see anything on the photo, but we clearly distinguished that it was oval and flat with 3 lights, then it quickly disappeared." So sources are stating that this was a oval or disc-shaped craft that had these 3 triangular lights on the bottom of it. So here is the second video, which gives us a little bit more of a clear shot. Again, it happens very quick, so check this out. Alright, that was also posted to Facebook by Mr. Mathis Medrano. Again, giving us a much closer look. It looks like we're looking through a chain link fence here. And we definitely see these 3 lights. We'll go ahead and loop it over here, kind of slow it down, and provide some still images from each video. But again, in this clip, the object is seen, and by the time the camera operators are recording, the object quickly vanishes, or looks like it just dematerializes. Something we've seen many times before. And so a lot of people are speculating right now about what this could be. To my knowledge, we do not have any circular disc-shaped aircraft with 3 triangular lights on the bottom. This appeared on Wednesday evening near Geneva Stadium, and people have been talking about it on Facebook. One user said, and I quote, "Everyone sees the same thing as me? It's completely crazy. UFO above the industrial area behind the stage of La Praille." So, yeah, we've had a lot of strange sightings over Geneva, which, if you guys remember, is the home to CERN, the Large Hadron Collider, which is this large particle accelerator that smashes particles together. And we've just seen a lot of strange things over Geneva, strange weather, strange things happening above the LHC. And so, anyone over Geneva have any new footage of this, definitely send me an email and let me know. Now, while we're on the subject of extraterrestrial activity and whether it has a history here on Earth, some new reports and images have come out showing what could be proof of such a history, and that is in these ancient coins that look to depict UFOs and what could be an alien face. And it's got a lot of people wondering whether aliens lived among the ancient Egyptians. So we'll kind of show you these coins one by one. Here is the first coin here, which was found during a house renovation in Egypt that looks to depict a spacecraft hovering in the skies. And as a matter of fact, I believe we may have shown this coin before, or maybe it was a painting, but we've seen this very similar saucer-shaped craft in coins as well as paintings in the past. Here is an even creepier coin, which looks to show the head and body of an extraterrestrial being. We have this long neck, long sort of wide skull here, the large black alien-looking eyes, flat nose. I mean, does this look like a human to you guys? The website that published these, and I will put the link to it down in the video description, states, and I quote, "A group of people who worked on the renovation of a house in southern Egypt found a number of very rare coins." And these were posted by mysteriousEarth.net, so be sure to head over and check out their website. They call the coins unique because other coins have no images of a strange human figure. The website also went on to state that one of the coins, which has not been authenticated, has written on it the words Opportunus Adest, carved on the back, which in Latin means, "It's here in due time." So, very, very interesting. You're seeing some of the other coins here depicting these strange, I mean, they look like aircrafts. They look like alien ships. I mean, what else could they be? Here we have another one of these discs. We've been seeing these UFOs featured in art throughout history. Here you're seeing some paintings of similar UFOs, all of which would sort of give us the idea that there was definitely some sort of extraterrestrial contact back then. A lot of these are religious paintings as well. Yeah, head over, check out the website, and let me know what you guys think. I think that UFOs have been well documented, not only in Egyptian art and coins, but European art, Asian art. I mean, it's depicted everywhere. Cave paintings. I think there was definitely at one point an intervention, a visitation, or, at the very least, these ancient paintings and cave drawings were simply their attempts to create a record of these sightings, much like we do here on YouTube. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. While we are on the subject of aliens and money, check out this Canadian $5 bill here, where apparently people all over Canada, Star Trek fans, have been taking these $5 bills and drawing over top of them to make the guy in the picture look like Spock from Star Trek. The portrait on the $5 bill is of former Prime Minister Sir Wilfrid Laurier. And this has, I guess, become a phenomenon. They're calling it Spocking Fives, which is a tribute to Leonard Nimoy. And I guess you can see the former Prime Minister here has a very eerie resemblance to Spock. And so they just are coloring this little bit of hair here, adding some eyebrows and whatnot, some emblems on his collar, and yeah, that really does look like Spock. And so I guess the government is like begging these Star Trek fans to stop defacing their money. But these $5 bills are all going to be out of circulation soon anyway, due to the fact that Canada is going to be switching to a new plastic type currency. So if any of you guys are lucky enough to get your hands on one of these $5 bills, yeah, I would definitely hold on to it. Yeah, pretty funny. Now, lastly today, I want to end this video with a new image that was posted by the ESA, or the European Space Agency, of an asteroid by the name of Lutetia. And it's a large main belt asteroid that was captured by the Rosetta spacecraft as it passed by on its 10-year voyage toward Comet 67P. And so Scott Waring, over at UFOsightingsdaily.com, was looking at the image of the asteroid. Here's the original you're seeing. And he was trying to up the brightness and the contrast so he could get a better view of the shadowing on the asteroid. And when he did so, he found what looks like some very obvious editing work, Photoshop cover-up work by the ESA. Here you're seeing a before and after shot showing where it looks like they've attempted to cover up something or hide something that was in the distance, something that was very, very large. It looks to be about 62 miles wide, whatever this thing is they're covering up here. And so here's the still of what Scott found. And it's just very strange. I mean, it's like there's a lot of different things here that have been done to this particular image. It's not just like someone took a blurring tool or an eraser and filled it back in. I mean, it looks like there's been some heavy editing to this photograph. So the question is, what were they editing? And what are all these square blocks and these other, sprinkled white dots all over the imagery? Parts where it looks like there was a square eraser used. And the reason that I'm showing you guys this is because NASA has a very well-documented history of doctoring their photographs. We have shown countless photographs where NASA has been caught airbrushing things out, blurring things out, erasing things, and then filling them back in. You're seeing some photographs here where they have edited things out that were seen up around Earth, and there's just been a lot of images of different bodies or moons in our solar system where you see these Photoshop erase or blur marks where they've covered something up. So it is very strange. Could there have been something very large out or near this asteroid? Let me know what you guys think. But it was very strange to me just how much editing has gone into what should be just the darkness of space. I mean, there should be nothing there that needs editing out. So yeah, I will put the link to the original image down below. And head over to Scott's website and check out his analysis. So let me know what you guys think about everything we've posted today. How about this executive order coming from the president? Are we on the verge of something? Is the sun starting to act up? And do the space weather experts who are analyzing the data concerned about something or know something that we don't? So let me know what you think. Strange things happening over Geneva and across the world. Very exciting times. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button on your way out and stick around because I've got a lot more coming. Stay safe, guys.